Hello guys, welcome back to In the Vault with Ali and Shay.
Hi.
Guys, ill-prepared. Ill-prepared.
Say we're ill-prepared is an understatement. I think we've been a bit scat all week.
Just call me a rat doll. Rat-a-tat-tat, scat-scat.
Like, you wanted to catch up on Thursday. I was out for drinks.
Went late night shopping.
Yeah.
I bought this jumper. Cookie.
Slay. Kukai really, but I will say Kukai really is having hits lately. They're having some cute little fits.
Their knitwear's amazing. Yeah. And also the girls are in New York at the moment.
Okay.
And let me tell you, to be a Cookie girl in New York, dressed head to toe Cookie, that's the dream. You know how Meshki brings their team over to New York to like do activations and things like that?
They're chasing Meshki's tail is what I'm hearing. Can I say something? And like, I might be biased because my friend Liz is part of the marketing team. She goes to a lot of those things. She did the bridal opening in New York and stuff like that. And they get to live the life. Those Meshki founders are good to those girls.
They work hard though.
They
My
do.
friend Courtney works at Meshki.
God. We know the whole team, doll.
Fully funding the friendship, but I still can't get a freebie.
Literally.
And also their stuff, I don't want to say it's affordable, but I'd say it's more affordable than it should be.
I thought it was getting more expensive.
So a dress is $260, $179 for one, $229 for another, $229 for another, $169 for a long dress. I think that's relatively for the quality. Like I wear a lot of Meshki, and I think for the quality, I think it's great.
And they're very size inclusive,
Yes.
which is awesome.
There is this two-piece denim moment that they have, and I want it so badly.
You love a double denim doll?
I
You
do. Just call me a Canadian tuxedo lover.
I'm dead.
I love a
You
Canadian
love it.
tuxedo.
You love it.
Yeah, especially in wintertime.
Yeah.
There was this phase where I pretty much had this, it was a seed top and these dish jeans, and I would wear it to pretty much every event that I would go to. Until one girl came up to me and goes, I always know how to look for you because you got the double denim on. And I was like, all right, pack it up.
You know what you were loving at one stage as well, doll? You were loving your polka dot top over summer.
Oh,
you were loving your polka dot top. You were loving it. You were frothing it.
Ali Gray is an outfit repeater.
I'm trying not to purchase too many new things this winter. I think maybe I need one or two jumpers just to like kind of see me through, but I'm trying really not to buy anything.
Shane was on a Jolique shoot today.
I was a model today. I was a shoot for an upcoming product. I essentially got this fit Skims top.
Skims.
Cause.
When I saw your friend had the skim pants on, I was like, you know, every time I did a photo shoot, my wardrobe budget would be Kmart. There's nothing wrong with Kmart, but like that's the cap. It was not Cos.
Skims tracksuit feel so nice. I want a pair. And you know how much they are? $180 for just the pants.
No.
Wild, but they feel amazing. They're the best feeling tracksuit pants I've ever felt in my life.
But it makes me feel, whenever I feel something amazing, I get scared to wash it. One, is it going to peel, or am I going to lose the feeling? Which, by the way, little tip from a Sheridan second in charge. You should never use fabric softener.
No, I learned that at Target, doll.
Oh, that's teaching anyone anything, huh?
I learned that in the homeware department at Target, doll. Yeah, you shouldn't. If you want to feel softer, you put a little bit of laundry liquid. You can put some laundry liquid in. It helps with the softness.
Wait, don't you put laundry liquid in anyway?
Sorry, dishwashing liquid.
No, really?
Yeah, it helps with the softness of towels.
Probably because it breaks down a lot of the oil, right?
Enzymes, yeah, a lot of the oily.
Yeah. Because you know how sometimes
grease and grime.
you have really stiff towels and you're like, wow, it's like so stiff. It's because your fabric softener is getting stuck in the fibers. Dude, on Monday, I went and got laser for my rosacea.
Yeah.
And it was, you know, when you hear laser, you kind of think maybe like a cute little IPL moment, just like a little zap, little zap.
It's a little...
This was the most intense thing of my life.
Painful?
Painful. So
oh my God.
when I was getting a mole check, which by the way you should do twice a year. I do it twice a year.
Yeah.
Anyway, he was like to me, oh, you should do something about your rosacea. I work at the skin clinic in Newstead. Why don't you come in for some laser? And I was like, amazing. And this guy is a bit of a salesman. He's like, usually it's $800. I'll give it to you for $600. And I was like,
give it to you for $6. Yeah. Cut $200 off for you, babe.
And I was like, all right, well, now I have to go, right?
You were like, I'm a girl and I love a bargain. So I'll see you there.
So I get there and they say to me, come an hour early if you want numbing cream. So I come an hour early and no one puts numbing cream on me until 20 minutes before my appointment. And I was like, This could not be good. I lie down on this thing and they put these goggles over the top of my eyes. And you know how usually when you do laser or you're about to do something a little bit painful, they do a test patch for you to be like, oh, like, let's try it on your hand. This is going to be how it feels. He did not do that. He went straight in for the kill. He went straight here on my cheek and I accidentally called him a Shane, it was so painful. I called him the C word.
Stop.
I did.
Could have given me a little FYI.
Well, the FYI he gave me was, well, now you've got the numbing cream on. It's not going to hurt. It's going to be pain-free. And I was like, well, that was the most painful thing I've ever felt.
Yeah, babe, you only gave it to me for 20 minutes. Have you noticed anything? Have you noticed
it go down a lot. But he said that I might have to come back, and I have a feeling here I might have to come back for. And I'm so scared. I don't want to go back.
And you did just your face?
Just in my face, because it's just for rosacea. So I did my whole face.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking psoriasis.
I've got multiple skin issues, everyone.
Oh, stop. Oh, you don't even really notice the rosacea, though.
Oh, some days you do. Yeah. Some days it's really bad. And my rosacea has seriously improved. When I would do brand deals, they'd be like, oh, your skin looks really red. And I'm like, yeah, you haven't watched any of my content? My skin's red.
Literally. Also, normalize people's skin. I remember when I used to work on certain brands and they would comment on people's skin and I was like, this is what a real person with real skin looks like. And also they're a beauty creator. I follow them, understand the ebbs and flows of their skin. I saw this really creepy video on TikTok and I need to send it to you. This girl posted this video of her working on her laptop in Caulfield, Melbourne. And there was a guy standing behind her window doing this with his face like this. And she didn't notice until after she watched the footage. Isn't that scary?
Was she in a house?
She was in a house.
Oh my God. Do you know what what happened to my sister's co-worker?
What?
Oh my God. I feel so unwell.
Scary. That came up and I literally closed my TikTok and I was like, I can't watch this for the rest of the night. I kept thinking I'd see a man doing this.
Yeah, no, dude, that's my worst nightmare.
Outside my window.
That's my worst nightmare.
My worst nightmare.
She went to bed one night and she has a boyfriend, right, who sometimes stays over. And she started hugging him in the middle of the night thinking it was her boyfriend. She woke up the next day and it was a homeless man. And apparently he confessed that he used to climb into her window and sleep in her bed. Yeah. Yeah.
Where did the boyfriend go? That's
so
horrifying.
The boyfriend didn't live with her.
Oh, so she was just thinking he was
like,
there.
You know, when you're half asleep and you're just like, oh, yeah, that's my boyfriend. So she went in to cuddle him. And then when she woke up in the morning, he mustn't have woken up in time. How scared would you be?
I rebuke that. Energetically, I rebuke. No. Doll, any products you've been loving this week?
So I love the Rexona Clinical Protection Deodorant. I've always raved about that.
Love it.
I'm obsessed with it. I am a certified sweaty girl, and when I get sweaty, I get very smelly.
Stinky.
Actually, for your wedding, so it was so hot in Italy, and it was I don't know why I was like.
I will say that was quite an even temperature day.
But no, I mean just like us traveling around Italy.
Yes.
It was so hot.
Rome was cool.
And I don't know why I did this, but I was like, oh, I'm going to try a natural deodorant for when I'm over in Europe. Like, I don't know. I don't know why I thought that, but I just mentally thought it's not as hot over there as it is here.
And that's the thing as well. We get conned. People are always like, oh, Australian summers are so intense. I was literally talking about this today with the girls at the shoot. Dare I say, Euro summers are maybe hotter.
Oh, it's so dry.
Australian summers. Yeah. So dry and like the heat constantly stays hot.
It was just, and I don't know why I just didn't buy a new deodorant over there. I just stuck it through with this natural deodorant. I stank the whole time. I remember driving to a rezo with you guys and just being like, don't lift your armpits, bitch. You stink like really badly.
Keep them closed.
Locked in tight. Anyway, what I've been really enjoying is a little topper on top of my deodorant, which, look, do you really need a deodorant topper in your life? No, it's a nice to have.
No.
But I've been loving the Lush dusting powders.
Oh, I've seen those, but I never quite understood how they work.
So you know how when you were little, you would go into the shower or you'd have a bath.
Give you a little talc.
And they give you a talc down.
Give you a little talc.
Oh, best. Yeah. So it's literally talcum powder, but without the talc. So.
Yeah. Cute.
Anyway.
Talc-free talc.
Talc-free talc. Anyway, I got mine in the scent Super Milk. It
Yeah.
is so good. I'm trying to get back in love with the little things in your life, the everyday mundane. It doesn't have to be the everyday mundane. But with the Lush Super Milk, so I just pop a little bit of the dusting powder under my armpits. One, it stops you from sweating, perspirating under your armpits, which is really nice. But when you do sweat and you go to the gym, you smell really nice.
I bought a gradual tan that Amelia Simpson recommended. So she recommended the Three Warriors gradual tan.
That is good. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to try that, see how I go. I'm a bit nervous to do it. I've like literally never fake tanned. So by the way, guys, Adore Beauty is 20% off right now.
I know.
Really everything. Yeah. So I got that. I've also been loving this. It's the Ole Henriksen Pout Preserve in Capri Cocoa Lime Chiller. It's cooling. And one of the stylists, Amali, at the shoot today, she was like, "Oh my God, your lips look amazing." And I was like, "Oh, doll, it's just Ole Henriksen. It's got like a cooling. I don't know if the cooling like does something to your lips, but it feels nice."
I thought it was a vape.
And it comes in.
I thought you were whipping. When you brought it out, I was like, is he seriously whipping out a vape?
Like, oh, he's cracking out the vape. It is quite
vapey.
She's quite vibrant. Can I just say that Ole Henriksen Pout Preserves, I'll interchange between that and Rode, but I much prefer the Ole Henriksen over Rode.
I think Rode is pretty much like a lip gloss. I think it behaves as a lip gloss. I don't feel like my lips are more hydrated by using it.
Hydrated. Agreed. Sometimes after an hour, I'm like, oh, you know.
I also feel the same with the Dior lip oils. When I apply those, I feel like my lips get drier. They're not actually a hydrating product.
It's more of an aesthetic product. Doll, I'm so shocked this hasn't been on your algorithm because it's been all over my feed and everyone at work's been talking about it too. Connor Wright, Chloe Wright, and this Suave activewear drama. I feel like I'd never heard of Suave really, but have been quite enthralled in this whole situation. So to give you a little bit of background, Connor and Chloe Wright, they own this brand Suave Activewear. Connor is a FIFO worker and he flies in and out for work and he owns Suave, and then he's met Chloe. She's helped taking over. Long story short, he went on and like kind of spoke of the perils of a small business and how hard it is to have a successful small business. They were struggling to make sales and it was a hard time. There was a lot of rallying behind them off the back of that initial video on TikTok, and they were starting to see some sales come through. But then Chloe, his wife, videoed a man at the gym rowing on the rowing machine.
I did hear about this.
She said something about like, oh, I guess Emily and I, the girl she was with, have been rowing the wrong way our whole lives. And essentially mocking this man that's at the gym who I think just that at a baseline is like such poor form. I feel like the gym is such an exposing place for anyone.
It's an uncomfortable place to be when you're first starting out.
That's right. I think it is a bit of a cruel thing to do. Anyway, off the back of her doing that, there was obviously huge backlash on Suave because she's so closely attached to it by also looking after it with her husband and Connor Wright. He came out and apologized. She came out and gave like kind of non-apology and she was kind of like, well, this is the kind of shit you'd say in the group chat anyway. She kind of doubled down. She said, I am sorry, but like this is kind of the stuff that would be said anyway. And it's kind of caused this big outrage online. A few people have been quite outspoken about it. One in particular was this guy who owns another activewear brand called Elite Activewear.
Can I just say, perfect opportunity from a PR perspective.
Oh, for sure.
To jump on and go, look, we'd never do that.
And that's essentially what he's done, right? He's made like 7 videos off the back of it. And then Connor Wright obviously caught wind that he's made all these videos and he's quite vindictively come online, which it's ultimately worked against his favor. And he's been like, you know what I figured out with $250? That you haven't trademarked like Elite Activewear. So he went and put in a trademark filing for this guy's business. And he was like, guess I effing own Elite Activewear now. Get effed. He was very verbal about it. Elite Activewear responded, and you can't vindictively trademark something. Like there needs to be proper reason to trademark something. But more so than that, I think going back to the original video, that could be one of your consumers. You know what I mean? Wearing your activewear. And I know people make mistakes, but the fact that she doubled down and didn't want to grow from the situation is wild.
Never film someone in the gym. Yeah. I think that that's just the moral of the story. That's so upsetting. And imagine being the guy.
Yeah.
Imagine just like Friday night,
gotta get my end of week workout in. Yeah, and then you're being shamed, essentially.
All my co-workers are saying, Hey Fred, saw you on the ergo. Literally, even going to that gym would be hard for him because everyone would have seen it.
That's
Everyone would have
right.
known what gym
Everyone
it
would have
is.
seen that video and been like, that's you.
Oh, that's the he won't touch a rowing machine anymore.
Oh no.
He's
Sad.
stuck to treadmills
But
now.
I hope he does. I hope he does touch a rowing machine and he continues to be himself, live your best life. Row however you want to row, I say.
Row hard, doll.
Yeah.
Row hard.
Row hard. Literally. It did also show part of owning a small business now is your founder profile. And we know this from a PR perspective. Maybe 10 or 15 years ago, founder profiling maybe wasn't as big of a thing. It was very product focused marketing, right? Now they come hand in hand. A founder profile is just as important, if not a key pillar of a brand's positioning as well as marketing the product.
Yeah, I agree. But what's your personal branding?
That's right.
Every owner now needs to have a personal brand.
This just shows you fuck with your personal brand, you fuck with your business. I think consumers are more switched on now than they've ever been, and they are very emotionally driven by purchasing. I think we even saw this off the back of Matilda Jerf and all the controversy around Matilda Jerf, and then really Jerf Avenue paid the price. Honestly,
She never came back from that.
I never hear
got,
about
like,
her anymore.
All of her comments are, maybe you should be a better owner, maybe you should let people use the toilet.
Yeah.
Like, they're all of them. And it's been like, what, 2 years? She's well and truly, she's cancelled. You know what activewear companies should do? They should find out who that guy is and
Give him a little deal. Yeah, give him a little
give
deal.
him a lifelong deal.
Yeah, reach out Lulu or Aloe and hook him up.
I don't think those brands are
Stacks.
grassroots enough, but Stacks,
CSB.
Elite 11. Yeah, CSB's only women.
They don't do men's. Okay. I wish they did menswear.
Doll, you know how there were trademarking issues between Suave and Elite?
Yes.
Well, we've got another trademarking issue between Patrick Tar and Painted by Esther.
Yes.
Okay. So if you don't know who Painted by Esther is, she is known for her very whimsical, very pixie-like blush. It's like a waterfall blush where it starts out very light and it takes up the majority of the cheek.
Yeah.
And then it goes quite dark in the middle.
It's really beautiful and like something I feel like a lot of girlies couldn't get away with. Like she flawlessly. B, to me that's a new approach to blush. Like I've never really seen anyone do it.
I've seen people do it, and we will get into this because Painted by Esther does say that she doesn't own this technique.
Yeah.
But I think it was popularized by her.
Yeah. Which in and of itself, though, that is a feat in and of itself. Because to do something is one thing, but to popularize it and become synonymous with it, which I think she has, is another thing.
Essentially what's happened is Patrick Tar has come out with a new product, which has honestly completely been overshadowed by this whole issue.
Agreed.
We didn't even know what
we didn't even know. We just had to look it up. So it's the Transition Blurring Blush Duo.
So he has essentially called it the Transition Blush. And what Painted by Esther is well known for is her transition blush technique. So people are starting to say, hold on a minute. Painted by Esther is known for her transitional blushes. Why are you coming out with a product called the Transition Blush Duo? So he's actually achieved trademarking the term transition blush.
Crazy.
So people are up in arms because they're saying, well, that's Painted by Esther's whole shtick.
Yeah.
Why have you trademarked that? Why have you copyrighted that? To me, I think it's first come, first serve. Do I think it's right? No. But I do think if you're known for something, you really do need to think ahead. For example, you know, the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, and they think of high body count hair. Yeah, so when Britney trademarked high body count hair, and then Angie got really upset by that, it's like, well, babe, you should have copyrighted that.
I don't agree with you. I think if you've said it and there's physical evidence of you saying it, it's very clear, and that should be premise enough, and that should be justification for you to own said thing.
I don't think so, but I do think, is it morally correct? No, I don't think what Patrick
I think it's morally correct. Yeah, I think it's morally corrupt. I don't think that...
Faye Resnick.
Yeah, it is. He's the Faye Resnick in this situation because it's something I've never seen him do, or something that is not synonymous with Patrick Tar. And I think there's just a cultural element to this as well. Painted by Esther is a woman of color. I think women of color go through so much to carve out a space for themselves in the beauty space. On top of that, have men come in and trademark something that you're known for, I think is very poor form.
Yeah, but something can be morally incorrect. Like, I agree that's morally incorrect.
Yeah.
But it does come a point where you go, you should have just trademarked that. Like, you think about the Ugg boots situation. In Australia, Ugg boots are from Australia and the original company is from Australia. They didn't trademark it. If you want to do something with that, you need to trademark it.
They didn't trademark it.
Otherwise,
globally.
Someone's going to take it. No one knows who the real Ugg is because they forgot to trademark.
Unless
if you want to use something and you've got a tagline or whatever, you need to trademark it. It's got to be one of the first things that you do.
I have a personal story about Patrick Tar. I'm not going to speak on behalf of someone, but I know a girlfriend and I know for a fact this was happening. There was a shoot happening in Australia for Patrick Tar, a new launch, and Patrick Tar was essentially not offering any money for a makeup artist to come and support on the shoot. So do it for free and you'll get exposure. And I think that is just such a negative and horrible way, especially as an independent makeup artist yourself who owns a brand, to move as a person. When you look at a makeup artist's fee in the grand scheme of things, it's not that much money. So to offer exposure in exchange for a full day's work doesn't cut it anymore. And I think as a makeup artist who's probably had to do that many times himself prior to getting to where he is, you should uphold a certain standard.
Give back to the industry. Yeah.
That's right. Give back to the industry that has given to you, and you've had to work really hard to get where you are, yes, but that doesn't mean you should be implementing the same very negative and toxic things that the industry has had in place for so long. You should be a part of the change.
There's further evidence that he copied Painted by Esther. So essentially he came out and he posted a video where he didn't speak about it. It was just a makeup tutorial talking about the new transitional blushes. But in the caption, he said essentially, I have a lot of respect for Painted by Esther, but I didn't copy her.
Yeah.
But there's actually this video that has come out of him showing the transitional blushes. And it's nearly word for word how Painted by Esther did a tutorial a couple of months back on how to do a transitional blush. So she says, put the blush on the back of your palm, which is not a common thing to say. You usually say, put it on the back of your hand.
Yeah.
And she said, I actually misspoke there and was meant to say, put it on the back of your hand, but we just kept it in. Patrick Tar has a video about his transitional blushes. And he says, put it on the back of your palm.
Because you don't have a back of your palm. It's the back of your hand. Yeah, so that's crazy. So he's copied word for word.
Not word for word, but he's kept it very similar.
Similar.
And the steps are very similar to what she had already done in a video. Also, there was a situation where one of Patrick Tar's team booked in with her to do a makeup tutorial, but she then came back and said, hey, do you mind if I just film you doing my makeup? And apparently Painted by Esther was like, I actually feel really weird about this, and just cancelled the appointment.
Okay. So someone from Patrick Tar's team came to Painted by Esther and asked if they could do her makeup.
I think it was either they booked in an appointment to get their makeup done, or they booked in an appointment and then was like, actually, can I just film? Can I just film you doing makeup?
Oh, it's giving, they wanted to take notes.
Yeah. They wanted to take notes. But I also do see, from a business perspective, people seeing this waterfall blush and going, oh, it's really gaining momentum and people are trying to learn how to do it. And why not just create a product where we have all three, you have all the product you need, you just need to buy this one palette, and then you can do this popular blush trend. I understand how that came about and how his business team would have said, oh, well, this is actually gaining momentum in the makeup industry. We need to actually create and develop a product like that. It's easy money for us because we already have blushes. We don't have to actually test it. We can just create a new palette.
I think he was really smart to make the product. I think he's gone about it the completely wrong way. He should have gotten Makeup by Esther in on the mix. He should have gotten her in and said, hey, I want to develop this product, or I'm coming out with this product. I'd love for you to be part of the campaign. I'd love to get your creative input on this and actually pay credit where credit's due. Or you know what I mean?
Patrick Tar X Painted by Esther.
100%.
Yeah.
People are saying, and I've seen this discourse online, Why hasn't Painted by Esther created her own? That's the rebuttal, right? I'm seeing online. Maybe because people want to do it right. There's so many shit beauty brands out there right now that are doing it wrong. Like Coppola or whatever the name is, Olivia, whatever her name is, that brand that's starting, like it's giving Dupe Road. It's bizarre.
You can tell when something's got heart and something doesn't.
100%.
People are forgetting that not everyone is loaded with money. You know, she's popular, but just because she's popular doesn't mean that she's got the money to build a huge brand. Doll.
That's us for a week, Doll.
No, it's not. I want to play a game.
Oh, okay. Play a game.
I want to play a game.
Okay, Jigsaw.
So there's this trend where you say a word or a saying, and you have to say it angry, you have to say it happy, you have to say it sarcastic, and then you have to say it flirty.
Okay.
Have you heard of this?
No.
Okay. It's all over my feed. I think what we should say is, Doll, I've got news for you.
Am I going first?
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, do you want me to show you how it's done?
Well, I'm assuming I'm just going to say it.
In an angry tone.
Yeah. Doll, I've got news for you. Like that. Is that right?
That was really scary. Yeah.
Is it scary? Okay.
Okay. Doll, I've got news for you.
Okay. Yeah, that's angry.
So next we have...
Pointed.
Oh, yeah, you're so good at this.
Doll, I've got some news for you.
Spot on. Doll, I've got some news for you.
Oh, that's disappointed. Yeah, I hear that.
Thank you. Okay, then we got sarcastic.
Doll, I've got some news for ya.
Wait, when you talk to me like that, is that your sarcastic voice? You talk to me like that all the time.
I talk all the time. But that's what I mean. I'm sarcastic at a baseline. I feel like I'm pretty sad. You know, I love a little laugh.
Oh, fuck. You've been talking to me sarcastically this whole time. I'm like, okay, give it to me.
Dead.
Doll, I have some news for you.
Oh, yeah, that's maybe mine isn't sarcastic. That was sarcastic.
Yeah.
Doll.
Whatever major loser. Like, that's the vibe.
Literally. Yeah. I
Okay, last one is flirty.
Oh, I've got some news for you.
Oh, you're blushing. Is this how Josh feels every night?
He wishes.
Okay. Oh God, I've given myself the ick. So, I've got some news for you.
Oh my God, you're pregnant. I'm dead. That was fun, Doll.
I know, I just thought, I've been seeing everyone do it on TikTok, and I was like, oh, maybe we should do that for our socials. And I was like, just do it on the potty, Doll.
Do it IRL. Why not?
Yes.
Do it in the moment.
Yeah.
I love that.
You guys, that is us for the week. We did that off the cuff.
Off the cuff.
So let us know if you actually prefer that or if you like more of a structure. Either way, we'll probably not take it on board at all.
Yeah.
We'll just do what we can do.
No, we will. Yeah, per week. We take it week by week.
We're on a case-by-case basis over here.
Yeah, literally.
But I really enjoyed just having a chat
guys.
with you.
Yeah, this was just a little catch-up. We've barely spoken to each other all week, so it's been nice to just have a little catch-up.
A little powwow.
Yeah, a little one-on-one.
You guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. If you liked our content, make sure to comment, give us a little 5-star review, and yeah, we'll catch you next Thursday. Bye.
Bye.